Hello again, lovely souls. It's Maya Hart, back with a story that I just couldn't put down. It's a tale of love, loyalty, and the quiet heartbreak of discovering the truth too late. Today's post is from someone who found themselves at the center of a marriage built on secrets, and one shocking revelation that changed everything. If you've ever wondered what happens when your partner picks their family over you, this one's going to hit hard. So settle in, and if these stories speak to your heart like they do to mine, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more real, raw confessions. I'm 34, and I'm officially filing for divorce after nearly 7 years of marriage. Not because of cheating, not because we grew apart, but because I realized I was never truly his priority. And the worst part? I didn't even see it until the very end. My husband, Sam, is 36. We met back in 2014 at a friend's destination wedding in Udaipur. He was charming, attentive, and had this incredible calm presence about him. Within 8 months, he proposed during a rainy night in Coorg under a shared umbrella, and I said yes, without hesitation. But from the beginning, there were red flags I ignored. His mother, let's call her Mrs. A, never liked me. She wasn't overtly cruel, just cold. Polite smiles, passive-aggressive comments, and always comparing me to Sam's ex, who his mom still followed on Instagram and once referred to as the one that got away. I confronted Sam early in our marriage and said, I don't feel accepted by your parents. And he replied with, "You're not marrying them. You're marrying me." I believed him. The real unraveling began in March this year. We were planning to start IVF. I'd had a miscarriage last October, and though we hadn't told many people, it was one of the darkest moments of my life. Sam had been supportive, or so I thought. He told me we'd get through it, that we were in it together. But 3 weeks into our IVF cycle, his parents announced a surprise visit. They live in Delhi, we're in Bangalore. I was already hormonal and fragile from the treatments, and I told Sam I wasn't up for hosting. He insisted they wouldn't stay long. Just 2 days, he said. They want to bless the house. They arrived, and it was hell. Mrs. A took one look at the fertility meds on our bathroom counter and said, "Oh, still trying? Maybe God is trying to tell you something." I froze. Sam was in the other room and heard everything. He said nothing. Later that night, I confronted him. He told me, "She didn't mean it like that. You're overreacting." That was the first time I locked the bedroom door. What I didn't know was that his mother had been pressuring him for months to reconsider this path because, and I quote, "Adoption is shameful in our family, and what if the child doesn't look like you?" Sam never told me he was having these conversations. I found out through his younger sister, who slipped and said, "Has he told you what Mom said about the donor option?" I was stunned. "What do you mean?" I asked. Silence. Her face went pale. She backtracked, but it was too late. I went straight to Sam. He denied it, said his sister was confused. But I knew he was lying. His tells were always the same. He touched his nose, avoided eye contact, and gave these short, clipped sentences. He was hiding something. And then came the phone call. April 18th. I remember the date because I had just gotten back from a blood test for the next IVF stage. I walked into the living room, and his phone was on speaker. He was in the kitchen. I heard his mother's voice, crystal clear. "You need to end this, before it's too late. You know what your father said, if you go through with this, don't bother calling us again." I stood there, paralyzed. Then I heard Sam say, "I just need more time. She's not strong enough yet. I'll handle it." I didn't say a word. I quietly walked into our bedroom, packed a bag, and went to stay at a hotel. I didn't even text him until the next morning. When I finally did, I wrote, "You weren't protecting me. You were managing me." He showed up at the hotel in tears, told me he loved me, that he just didn't want to hurt anyone. I asked him, "What about me?" Did I not count? He just sat there, shaking, with nothing to say. And that's when I knew. I had been fighting for a marriage he had already emotionally abandoned. The moment he chose silence over truth. The moment he let his mother poison the space between us. The moment he thought I wasn't strong enough to hear the truth. That's when I stopped being his partner and started being his problem to solve. I moved out permanently in May. Told my parents everything. They were heartbroken for me. My father cried, which I've never seen before. And Sam? He's been begging for a second chance. Says he cut off his parents. Says he'll go to therapy. But it's too late. Some betrayals aren't loud. They're quiet, slow. And when you finally see them, you realize they've been happening for years. So here I am, 34, divorced, starting over, and finally free. I am Maya again. This one it hurt to read, because so many of us think love is enough. That if we just give more, tolerate more, compromise more, it'll work out. But love without respect, without protection, without truth, it's just survival. To the woman who shared this, you didn't just walk away. You reclaimed your voice. And that takes courage. To everyone listening, what do you think? Could this marriage have been saved? Or was it already over the moment he chose silence over honesty? Let me know in the comments. And if these stories speak to something in your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear this today. Until next time, I'm Maya Hart. Take care of your hearts, and keep listening.